First and foremost, all thanks and praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wawakakwadash. Peace, blessings, and much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth. To the rest of the church who believe as well, you men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons, and daughters also. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 16, verse 16. His mercy is manifest to every creature, and he hath separated his light from the darkness with an adamant. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is showing mercy to every creature. Now the primary creature is being Israelites, but in some way, shape, or fashion, he's showing mercy to every creature, because even the heathen are being fed. The fowls of the air are being fed. Okay, you have creepy crawly things being fed. Creatures that are in the sea being fed, being taken care of. But the ultimate creature that the Lord is showing his mercy unto are the Israelites. We are the Lord's chosen creature. And the Lord is seeking or drawing out the elect of his chosen creature. Okay? His mercy is manifest to every creature. And he has separated his light from the darkness with an adamant. And just as he has separated light from the darkness, he has separated his chosen creature from other creatures. Now let's touch on 2nd Esdras. Second Esdras chapter 6 and verse 54. And after these Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. So the Lord has created an innumerable amount of various creatures, but his primary creature, the creature that he favors above all creatures, are the Israelites. His mercy is manifest to every creature. His mercy is manifest to the Israelites, man. We are the Lord's people. We are the ones who are being called back to repentance. We are the ones who were given the laws, statutes, and commandments, going all the way back to the days of Moses being under the captivity under the Egyptians. All right? So we're doing this work in hopes to draw in the Lord's creature, the Lord's chosen creature, being the Israelites, but even deeper than that, the elect of those people. Okay? Let's go to Mark chapter 16 and verse 15. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world, and this world is speaking of the whole world, the globe, okay? And preach the gospel to every creature. So we're supposed to preach this gospel to every creature. Now again, the Lord has created an innumerable amount of creatures. Okay, when we go out to teach, the squirrels can hear us. A stray dog or a cat can hear us. People driving by, minding their business, right, can hear us. A raccoon, a fox, okay, a worm, an ant, a butterfly, a gnat. Yeah, these are all creatures of the Lord. But the creature that the Lord is really concerned with are the Israelites. The Lord wants this word to get out to his creature, to his people, the Israelites. Okay? Because again, the Israelites are the Lord's chosen creature. The Israelites are primarily that creature the Lord is showing his mercy to. The Lord is manifesting his mercy to that chosen creature. And we're bringing out this truth for that chosen creature. Okay? To seek out the elect. Okay? Within that chosen creature, there's an elect of that chosen creature, being the elect of Israel, the chosen ones. And there's a trend now of a lot of people claiming to be the chosen ones, calling themselves the chosen ones and all that. But one thing about the elect, even if, they believe deep down they are of the chosen, they're not going to brag and boast and say they're chosen. Okay? But anyway, let's read this again, Mark 16:15. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. So we're preaching this gospel to every creature. And how are we doing that? Because our people have been scattered. All right? Well, let's go to Isaiah 34:1 to prove another point. Isaiah 34:1. Come near ye nations to hear and hearken ye people. Let the earth hear and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. So we're preaching this gospel to every creature, all nations, all people on earth technically should hear the message, but the message still differs in terms of who it applies. Okay? But once this word goes out throughout the world, throughout the whole earth, that's when Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is going to make his move. The Heavenly Father is going to send his Son, his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, to deliver the elect creature. Okay? Come near ye nations to hear and hearken ye people. Let the earth hear. So we're prophesying for everybody on earth typically, but in a deeper scale, we're hoping to seek out the elect of the nation of Israel because our people have been scattered throughout the whole world. Let the earth hear and all that is there in the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations. And that's what we're telling you other nations. That the indignation of the Lord is upon you. Okay? And his fury upon their armies. He had utterly destroyed them. He had delivered them to the slaughter. But then when it comes to the elect of Israel, we're telling them salvation is for you. The kingdom of heaven is for you. And then when it comes to wicked Israelites, we're telling them that the Lord is going to judge them and punish them for being rebellious. See, the message differs. But our job is to teach, bring out this word, and it's going to be projected through the internet. See, back in the days, men would be walking on foot. Men will be traveling on boat and all that to get this word out. But in this day and time, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai has given us a tool known as the internet. Okay, and because of us having this internet, not only are Israelites able to hear the word, you got Edomites, Moabites, Ishmaelites, all nations under the sun who are able to hear the message and how it applies to them. Okay? Now, staying in Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. So this word is going out. And if you're of the elect, this word is going to illuminate you. It's going to pull you out of darkness. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth. And this is why it's important for this gospel to go throughout the earth, because the earth is full of lies. This earth is full of false doctrine. People involved in all sorts of nonsense. Okay? For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. So the Lord is going to show his glory and his mercy upon his chosen creature, being the elect of the Israelites. Okay, seeing that darkness has covered the whole earth, it's highly important that this word goes throughout the whole earth. Okay, and again, because I had asked earlier, but I never really went into it, which I'm sure those who know. But how is this word going out? It's going out through the internet. Okay? Let's go to Psalms chapter 19. Psalms chapter 19 and verse 3. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. And see, we're not going around the earth traveling, going on boat or by plane or by foot necessarily. We're going out and we're teaching the word for most of us, in the city where we reside. Okay? And because we have the internet, the Lord has given us that extra push. It's like, when you're at work and you have heavy machinery that's there to help you with the burdensome tasks that your body is not capable of doing. Well, the Lord has given us the internet because we're in such a time it's just different. We're in a different time. But the Lord has made it to where we can still project this word through this internet. So the Lord is seeking out his creature, his chosen creature, the elect, through this word. And this word is going out through the internet. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line is gone out throughout all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun. So the Lord is using the internet, the web, okay, to fish out the elect. All right? The tabernacle for the sun, well, the satellite is found in the air. And that's also being used to help project that line, that invincible line that you can't see, that Wi-Fi. Okay? So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is causing this word to spread. And once this word spreads throughout the earth, because the earth is in darkness, the elect are going to receive it. Okay? Because our people are everywhere. That's the importance of this internet. That's the importance of the word spreading. James chapter 1 and verse 1. James, a servant of the power, and this is Yahweh Shai's biological brother. Okay? James, a servant of the power and of the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings. So that's why it's important for this gospel to go out. That's why it's important for the earth to hear. Now, although these other nations need to hear the message as well, the primary creature are the Israelites, which is the primary creature the Lord is showing mercy upon, which is the Lord's chosen creature, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. All right? So it said the 12 tribes are scattered abroad. Now let's go to Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 22 and 15. And I will scatter thee among the heathen, and disperse thee in the countries, and will consume thy filthiness out of thee. So we've been scattered, we've been dispersed, okay? What some will call the diaspora, okay? The African diaspora, okay? Which is really just speaking of the scattering of the Israelites. And disperse thee in the countries, and will consume thy filthiness out of thee. So the Lord has dispersed us throughout the whole earth. We're found in every country in the whole world. Okay? So that's why, we do these videos. We go out on the streets to teach, because we're seeking out the Lord's elect. Matthew 24 and verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world, for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So this gospel is being preached in all the world. That's why it told us in Mark 16 and 15, the word told us, preach the gospel to every creature. Because in doing so, that's going to bring the end. So we have to know, in order for Yahweh Shai to return, this word has to go out. And many question the validity of the scriptures, saying, well, if he was to come back, wouldn't he have come back already? The answer is no. It's clear as day. Not only did we have to wait for certain prophecies and things to be created, but we also have to understand that there would be a time where all the elect would have to be on earth to be sealed, and for the end to come because of it. And they're going to be sealed through this word. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world, for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And that's where we are. We're very close to the end. Revelations chapter 7 and verse 1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth. And that's not speaking of the earth being square. It's speaking of north, south, east, and west. Holding the 4 winds of the earth, speaking of nuclear wind, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. So there's 5 angels that John is witnessing, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, speaking of people, okay, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai isn't going to allow the nuclear wind or the end to actually come until the elect would be sealed. Now some will say, well, you'll know the elect is sealed when the famine of the word comes. That's not true. We'll know the elect is sealed when the nuclear missiles fall. When that nuclear wind comes, that's how you know for certain, okay, all the elect have been sealed and not one of them are going to be left behind. Not one of them are going to be in that nuclear fire. The elect may not necessarily be sealed when we're removed off the street. Some of the elect may have to be sealed through guillotine. Okay? Some of the elect may have to be sealed because of them being stubborn now. They have to go through a lot more, fiery trials than men who have been partakers. And that would be their way of making up for their shortcomings. The Lord is not an unjust power. All right? So we're waiting for the elect to be sealed, and they're being sealed through this word. And then the end is going to come. 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and 43. But the day of doom, speaking of that nuclear wind that I was just reading to you in the book of Revelations chapter 7. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time. So what's going to bring the end? Let's hold on to that scripture and go back to Matthew 24 and 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So this gospel being preached, which is the truth, that's what's going to bring the end. The elect are going to be sealed through this word going out. Okay, so this word going out is going to bring the day of doom. 2nd Ezra 7 and 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, because once this gospel goes throughout the whole earth, then shall the end come. And the beginning of the immortality for it to come, wherein corruption is past, which is speaking of the world of Jacob. Okay? So this word going out is very serious. And seeing that this world is in great darkness, we understand, according to the scriptures, only the elect are going to receive this word. So let's end it with this. Romans chapter 11 and verse 7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which ye seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. And see, our people are in gross darkness. If someone's blind, it's like they're living in darkness. And there's a saying called blinded by the light. A lot of our people can't obtain this truth because it's too bright for them. They want to remain asleep. They want to remain in darkness. But the elect are going to be able to not only obtain the light, but the light is going to be a useful tool for them. The light can either be a tool used for you or against you. It can be a tool used against you because if it's bright, it can blind you. But it could also be used, to show for what's before you. It's able to reveal secrets, things that are in dark places. All right? For the elect, this truth is a tool. But for the rest, it's like a light that's so bright they're being blinded. Okay, because the Lord is putting them, or keeping them, I should say, in a sleeping spirit, the spirit of slumber. So Lord willing, this lesson, it was simple and edifying. Israel has been dispersed all throughout the earth, and the Lord is waiting for this word to go all throughout the earth to primarily reach his elect before the end comes. And that's where we are in prophecy. The end. We're at the very end. So, Kal Halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Wa Rakak Wadah Shalom.